sure many of you have heard that phrase, whether it be in a movie with Tom Hanks or in real life. It has not been so long ago when computers were first invented. They were, in the beginning, really big machines used mainly in business situations. They then evolved into smaller contraptions that were available to the public. Computers have great advantages to them, but at the same time there are some disadvantages. And I'm here to talk to you guys about what those advantages and disadvantages are. Let's begin by talking about the advantages. A couple of advantages are that we are able to do homework faster. We have research right at our fingertips. We're able to video chat with people around the world. And we are companies that have been able to boost their sales tremendously. I'm going to begin talking to you guys about how it has helped us with our homework. I'm sure when you think about computers, not a lot of you think about, oh, they have keyboards. But I think that's one really important part of what a computer is, because back in the days when they used to have typewriters, you know, if you made a mistake, you would have to either use whiteout or you would have to start your document all over again. And so keyboards, along with the Microsoft Word program, have allowed us to make mistakes and fix them without having, you know, any consequences attached to them. Another thing that has helped us with our homework is the internet. The internet has many resources available to us that help us do our research, and that has also made homework a lot easier and faster for us. Now, speaking of the internet, I'm going to talk to you guys about the video chat. I'm sure many of you know it as Skype or Uvu. Skype has allowed us to connect with our friends or our family that are far away, and I'm sure a lot of people would argue that phones can also do that. You can, you know, talk with people on the phone, but Skype allows us to see people, so that makes the conversation a lot more intimate. Skype can also be used in a business setting. Let's say a CEO is in China and there's a business meeting over here. They can use video conferencing and he can still put his input as if he were at that meeting personally. And speaking of businesses, I will tell you how computers have helped businesses boost their sales. And one way they have done that is by using online discounts. Online discounts, when we think of it, we think, you know, 20% off, you know, this is great. And businesses, they use that because they know that we're so reliant on the internet. We're on there a lot, and a lot of the times we are doing online shopping. So what they do is they say, for example, you know, there's a 20% discount off a $100 purchase, but it's only for one day. So we get that sense of urgency. You know, we have to get it today, or else the next day we're going to have to pay more. So you add your items to the cart, and you're thinking, oh great, now I get my 20% discount, but you haven't reached that $100 limit. So then you add extra things to it, which, you know, it's bad for us because we waste more money, but it's good for the companies because they gain more sales and revenue. And now I'm going to talk to you guys about the disadvantages of computers. As I stated before, we are being reliant on computers and the internet a lot more, and that's making us, I think, a little bit more lazy. There are ways to get your groceries online, and they deliver it directly to your house pretty fast, I think. There are clothing stores, you know, you add your items to the cart, you can buy them online, and they deliver it to your house. So now we're, you know, less, we're going out less. We're not going to the shops as much as we used to do before, you know, computers. We're not going to the grocery stores as much, or as we should probably. So we're not getting out as much. We're not getting as much fresh air, and that's going to make us, you know, a lot lazier. And along with that, I think parents are also getting lazier, in the fact that some parents would rather their children be on the computer or in front of the TV, because that way they're going to be out of trouble. They don't have to worry so much about, what is my kid doing? Is he safe? You know, what time is he going to get home? they don't have to worry about that as much if they're at home on the computer. And I actually have an image here. Okay, it's a cartoon, and these are the parents, and it says, "Dear Andy, how have you been? Your mother and I are fine. We miss you. Please turn off the computer and come downstairs for something to eat. Love, Dad." And I think that's a really good representation of what's happening right now. Parents, what's wrong with just going upstairs, calling your kid down to dinner? So, there we go. And so that's also going to make kids more inactive, and their inactivity, has serious consequences. I have here. I was reading an article in the New York Times that said 8 to 18-year-olds spend at least 7 hours in front of the computer screen or on their smartphones. And I thought that was pretty mind-boggling, because when I was 8 years old, I didn't have a computer, I didn't have a phone, so I would have to use my imagination to, I would go out to the playground and play. And what really caught my attention about this article was its title. Its title is, "If your kids are awake, they are probably online." And that is very true. How many of you guys have woken up in the morning and immediately reached to get your phone to see if you had missed text messages, or gone on the computer to go on Facebook or check your emails? I know I've done that quite a bit. So it just really shows how engrossed we are in computers nowadays. And since kids are less likely to go out, there are health risks to that. And Dr. Ogden and Dr. Carroll have stated that 17% of kids in America are obese. And the consequences are not just in the physical being, but also in the mental being. I have Mr. Douglas Gentile stating that skills are being lost. Their reading skills, their math skills, and their social skills. If kids aren't going out the way they should, how are they going to interact with other people? So that's how, their social skills are being lowered. But in conclusion, computers have brought great things to us. They have brought video chatting. They have made homework a lot faster and easier for us. And they have helped businesses with their sales. And with good things come bad things, and those bad things in this case are laziness and children's inactivities, which make them more susceptible to health risks and mental disabilities in the near future.
Okay, thank you.
Quick question. If I was supposed to use the quote, was I supposed to reference it?
Yes.
Can I see the outline real quick?
Yeah. Okay, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy. You did a fantastic job. Each one of you set the bar very high.
Thank you.
Which is great. So way to just start off strong, and now you're done. Doesn't that feel so good? You don't have to worry about it anymore. Everyone else, all the rest of you do. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so for those of you that are grading, make sure that you tally up the score on the side, and then I will collect those. Thank you. Thank you. Nicole, do you have a question?
No.
Hey, he sucks. He gets to go later because he didn't come to school.
Well, in my other class,
I was actually really thinking of school.
they were not down with that, so I had to draw names, and a couple people that missed with the first day. I sent out an email. Like, I was being nice. I was being nice. But you know what? Nice doesn't always get you anywhere. Okay, so go ahead and tally those up. The rest of you, unless you're tallying it up, you're free to leave. I will see you Wednesday. Do not miss. Wait, is anyone absent today? No, right?
We're all good.
Okay, everyone's here. Okay, perfect. All right, yay, good job. Yes, go to the right, and then the first hallway, go to the left.
We hang a left.
Thank you. Hi, good job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good job.
I think the fact that it's pre-prepared just makes us anticipated more, just makes us more nervous. Because when it's improv too, everyone just goes I know I do, but
Yeah.
when it's prepared, we're like, oh geez,
Hang tight for 1 second. I want to tell you.
Think about it more.
Yeah, you think about it way more.
Thinking too much is bad.
Yeah.
Let me put this. So you still mentioned, no, come up here, just real fast. You still mentioned your 4 out loud, You did a good job.
I blanked out. I had it all memorized. Well, not all of it, but some.
No.
I had some of it memorized, and I just got up there and I was like,
No, that's why you
Sorry.
can't memorize.
no, it's like I only memorized my intro. and
Oh, okay, okay.
a few points, but
You still did great. You did a good job. Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to ask if I could still come to the office.
Yeah, today, 2:30 to 4.
2:30.
Yes.
What is the, room number again?
Yeah, it's in the LH building, 403C. Come on in.
2:30.
2:30 to 4. There's a speech competition coming up. It's for, yes, I'll see you then. It is, oh, you're nervous. Okay. It's for anyone. It's open to anyone on Cal State Fullerton. I want you to do it. I'll give you extra credit.
Here's credit.
Yes.
When is it?
I will tell you, remind me to tell you on Wednesday, okay?
Okay.
You'd win.
Seriously?
Yeah. You have to take, you can use the same one you just did, and you have to work it like pretty good. And if you wanted to come to my office, I could help you. And then, yeah, think about it. I'll give you information, but I'm gonna offer it to
Okay,
everyone in
well,
the
I gotta
class.
see when it is too, to see if like I can work it
Because
in.
it's for anyone in our classes, like I'm gonna announce it to everybody, but I just wanted to say I think you should do it. And we could work the parts that, like you had tons of strengths, but there are a couple areas for improvement, then we can get those up to par so that,
Alright.
yeah.
We'll see what's up. I just gotta know like the, I just
Okay,
gotta know
yeah,
the
I'll get-
specifics to see if I can actually do it or not.
Okay, I'll get back to you.
Alright,
Okay,
thanks.
have a good one.
Thanks, Tim.
How's everyone doing? Yeah, I know. Let me get rid of all these.
for the reference format, is it MLA or AP?
APA.
Okay. For our clothing, can I wear like dark red jeggings?
Jeggings, like jean stretchies.
They're like they're not jean, like they're not jean material. They're like
They're leggings,
I don't know
but
how
they
to
look like
explain.
jeans.
But
Like they
mine,
have like the fake pockets
but mine
and
are
stuff.
well, the style
Dress
is like
pants or a skirt. I know, oh my gosh, but this is your dream job and you wanna get hired.
What if
they're,
like kind of looking for
because my friend wore her jeggings for the speech, and I asked him like, "Are you sure?" Like, that's what I was told.
Yeah, well, she didn't have me.
But it looks really professional though.
It's
like-
not jeans?
It's not jean material. It's like black. It's just like black.
Use your best judgment. If they look like they're just skinny dress
I wore a
pants.
blazer.
Okay, if they look like, yeah, yeah.
High-waisted,
If they don't look like jeans and they look like they can pass as like dress pants, but they're just
tight.
tight, then that's
Yeah.
fine. As long as
Okay.
they look like dress pants. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like they don't have to be like wide leg slacks or anything, but you just wanna make sure that it's professional. Like you would
Okay.
go interview for a job wearing this. And if you wouldn't, if you think, oh, it's not professional, like I wouldn't get the job, then
I'll bring extra
dress,
clothes that day.
dress appropriately.
No worries.
Christine, what's up?
It's like it's a dress, but it's kind of like a formal, like it's like skirt like this, and then
Okay.
is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because
No, it's not.
Like no prom dress, like business
Okay.
professional.
I have a lot of business cards. Kind of.
a black dress, I have a skirt and a shirt.
I have like white top and
I think I would like my high-waisted pants and shirt. Well, you have no choice.
It was a minute too long, and I kept trying to shorten it.
Huh?
Alex had already texted me to tell me I was fine. Sorry, Megan. Yeah.
Okay, if you have your visual, then just go ahead and set it up, put it on the desktop right now, and then right before your speech, you can open it and minimize it. Oh, but close, oh, I have it open, okay, never mind. come over here and get it set up just. That's a 13-year-old kid. It looks like it could be the big brother. It's the dad.
What's that? In a magazine. What?
Yeah, not okay.
What?
No.
Not okay.
He's 13.
I thought he was like 7.
I thought,
Yeah, I know.
No,
That's
that's
really
not okay.
No.
crazy.
Not okay. Hi. Okay, so let's see.
Wait, so about a picture, do you have to put it in a PowerPoint or can I just have a picture?
Preferably if you put it in a PowerPoint, then you can just have a black slide, click, have your picture, and then quickly close it down. It's just easier that way because then you can have it up the whole entire time you're talking, and then just click versus having to go down here, open it, put it up, and then try to get the Xbox to close it down, you know? So if you can put it in PowerPoint, if you don't have any way, you can do it the other way.
If we have a picture, can we like explain something on it?
Yes, but don't, a couple of my students haven't been putting their picture down, and so instead of talking to us, they keep looking back and like staring at their visual aid the whole time they're talking. So to make sure if you're briefly pointing something out, you come back to us, and then you put it down.
Do you usually show it like towards the end?
You can use it anywhere in your